Hello everybody, I'm back. I am your host Jack Remington of Jack Remington Political Analyst. Today's video is a channel update and a preview of what is to be forthcoming on this channel and what will be covered from this day forward. I thank all 31 of my subscribers with all my heart. Now I must provide value in exchange for your watch time, and your time is valuable. I can do just that by not parroting other YouTubers and creators that have already covered an issue on current topics, and they covered them very well. But what I can do is cover incidents and insights that very few, if any of them, other creators ever decided to pick up on. We just got back from vacation in Wyoming, and we did produce a 35-minute video. We worked on it for four straight days, but we scrapped it. Why? I didn't like it. If I don't like it, how can you? I also took down my New York City Mayor, Bill de Blasio, to resign video. I just didn't like it. It was very confusing. I took down my Michigan Governor, Gretchen Whitmer, and Stacey Abrams videos for the same reasons. Maybe I will work with them or parts of them, make them more fun to watch. Time will tell. We also had a major total disruption with our house being tented for termite treatment. So we're really behind the 8 ball. And our house is still in disarray. We got the kitchen cabinets coming in. We got plumbing. We got a whole house fixer-upper. We're also going to do some experimental videos. So we're going to see what takes off. Don't worry, I won't be taking all of it off, just the helmet on the spacesuit. We're going to be doing some financial videos. What does finances have to do with on a political analyst video channel? Well, our capitalist system of government has direct benefit to all American citizens if you are willing to start at the bottom and work your way up. And America was founded in a true meritocratic manner. Some people want to start at the middle or at the top. It does not work like that, folks. Just think, the financial videos you are going to be watching is your journey from watching me getting a superior retirement, and you're risking nothing. You're watching how I do it, and you can learn for yourself. Although I'm not a financial advisor, I got a disclaimer on that. So just think of these forthcoming financial videos as a bonus for putting up with me. We will be creating a requested video, Racism Parts 2 and Parts 3, so fasten your seatbelts for those. They might get me kicked off YouTube, but we're working on getting more established on BitChute. We're also going to get our ducks in a row so we're not dependent on YouTube. And Vince and James just got kicked off last week, so we're getting more concerned. They're getting them one by one. So we're going to invest some time and make sure our brand stays even when we get kicked off YouTube. We were doing some crime reporting. Law enforcement is part of politics. Why? Like I said in other videos, America has a serious crime problem. Why is that? We need all those criminals to keep the prisons full for that cheap fodder labor. Think about that. Some states pay nothing. Some states, like New Jersey, pays 25 cents per hour. Miles may vary depending on the states. McDonald's uniforms are made in prison, by the way. Did you know that, by the prisoners? We need all these high-priced defense attorneys that gouge relatives who are dumb enough to put up their house or any assets they have and keep paying on the last 35 years as part of the bail or for remaining attorney's fees, and for these same states to still have cash bail to use as collateral for innocent do-gooder relatives. Just as a side note, that has affected my life and part of our value system. My father told us to respect the police and never lie to them, or even worse, ever lie for our dumb friends to evade consequences for their actions, which he turned out to be correct. They did do some stupid things back in those days, like in every generation, but they had no real parenting. And to keep them in check, my father told us, kids back in the day, that if any of us ever committed a crime of any kind and got put in jail or lock up, juvie hall, prison, whatever, we could rot there. And he was never going to get us out over the objections of our mother. Fast forward 30-some years later, I told my daughters years ago that the same thing, that there was no entity in this universe that could ever get me to sign away my house for your defense, or for your crazy dumb boyfriends, the bad boy of the month that they were bringing home. So you need to get bailed out. Go see someone else. You and your male friend they will rot in prison. Guess what? They behaved for 20-some years while they were under my care. No career criminals in our immediate family. Amazing how holding people accountable works for everyone's benefit. Gee, I can't believe people don't see how that works. Back to this crime problem in this country. We got the public defenders, interpreters for all those illegals committing crimes. It's a gigantic business here in Southern California being an interpreter. Appeal judges, more attorneys, immigration lawyers, social workers, counselors, evaluators, cops, sheriff's departments, offices for these departments, SWAT teams, hostage crisis teams, bomb squads, terrorist squads. I overheard a retired police chief say that back in the day, the Puritans in the Massachusetts area, they were bad for business. It was supposed to be kind of a joke because they didn't spend any money. But I didn't take it that way. I didn't laugh. I knew exactly what he was alluding to. The old saying that one lawyer in town struggles, but a second lawyer gets the court dockets filled up. Isn't that amazing how that works? So we're going to do another George Floyd video, and we're going to go back to the, quote, hands up, don't shoot myth that was started during that tragic Michael Brown case in Ferguson, Missouri back in 2014. How that the police department and the district attorney and police chief and mayor threw that Officer Wilson under the racist bus. Some gutless wonders infecting America. We will also be doing a separate video on the Kenosha, Wisconsin videos about the Jacob Blake and the Rittenhouse kid. I'm going to take on these so-called celebrities, including LeBron James and Oprah Winfrey. And I have a nickname for LeBron James' whiny ass, La Drama James. What in the Hades does La Drama James know about policing? I did not know that La Drama James had a degree in law enforcement. Oh wait, he doesn't? Does he have an education at all? Then why in the Hades does the mainstream media keep sticking a microphone in his face, his dumbass face, every time it's one of his people that has his skin color resist arrest? Doc Rivers? Cry me a river, Doc Rivers.
To me is just watching the Republican convention and they're spewing this fear, right? Like all you hear is Donald Trump and all of them talking about fear. We're the ones getting killed. We're the ones getting shot. We're the ones that we're denied to live in certain communities. We've been hung, we've been shot, and all you do is keep hearing about fear. It's amazing to me.
Really? They can't go anywhere? He's just trying to sell a $16 million house in Malibu. He lives 15 miles from me. Cry me a river, Doc Rivers. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you're fooling? Melissa Iano. Who cares what she rags on about anything? And this Asia Argento, the broad that cried Me Too, hashtag Me Too, had to pay hush money to an order of $385,000 to a lucky 17-year-old stud, not to blow the whistle on her hypocrite ass. Pun not intended. I am jealous of that 17-year-old stud. No, not by having sex with her. Believe me, I would say no to her ugly ass. But to be underage jailbait and get a big fat check for $385,000, that's why I'm jealous of him. He got paid. Hey, I had an affair years ago with a marriage counselor when I was 17. She bought me one lunch. But at least she was pretty and she was not totally insane like these Hollywood idiots and pedophiles. Bette Midler, Whoopi Goldberg, Joyless Behar. Someone needs to stand up to these wenches and tell them to STFU. Oprah Winfrey, worth $4.1 billion, and she is telling every white cab driver, seamstress, day worker, stay-at-home mother that their whiteness gives them advantage over peoples of color. Hey, I got some news for you, Oprah Winfrey. Give Whitey back all the money that you got and get in the reparations line. Shame for you, Whoopi Goldberg, too. And these WASP and white Jewish TV and movie moguls and producers paid your ass well to make you financially independent. So both of you, Oprah and Whoopi, you better hang on to your money because that's all you got. You have no decency, no thankfulness. You're just total ingrates. Just vile hatred, especially for Donald Trump. Talk about biting the hand that fed your ass as well. I am taking on another overpaid piece of shit, this colon cancer Colin Kaepernick. I made 3 videos on my other channel years ago. I'm gonna make some more videos. He sure as hell didn't help any. Let him go to any other country on this planet and get an $11 million contract to do anything and take his Muslim woman with him. I am taking on the entire Democrat Party itself, those flaming commies. Now that I have committed myself, I gotta get to work. So we still will be out of sync for at least for a couple of weeks. The videos will be intermittent, but don't worry because the space traveler seeks the truth. So stay tuned and buckle up.